I welcome you all to the next episode of question answer session, the program through which we are bringing some awareness into the minds of people. I hope this program is going to give some clarity about various questions that you have. Generally, every time we get a problem, that means that is beyond our maturity. Anything which is beyond our maturity appears to us as a problem. If that is not beyond our maturity but below our maturity, it never appears to us as a problem. So in order to face the problem, probably your maturity is 5, the problem is 10. Now in order to face the problem, you have to increase your maturity to at least 11. When you increase your maturity, when the maturity goes bigger than the problem, then you can handle it. But right now, that may not be possible for you. That is what Albert Einstein said. Most of the people try to solve their problems with the maturity what they have, or with the maturity with which they created the problems. See, with the maturity with which we created the problem, we can never solve the problem. So we have to go beyond our maturity. So when our maturity is greater than the problem, then the problem does not appear as a problem at all. Probably, if you ask a first class child, what is 2 plus 2, that fellow may not answer because that is beyond his maturity. But if you are asked, okay, what is 2 plus 2, you will never consider that as a problem, because you have gained that maturity with which you can handle that. Okay, so you may not be having that maturity to handle the problem. So all you need to do is express your questions to someone who can really guide you, to someone who can really give you that right information through which we can find solutions. And that is why we are open with this. I'm not saying that I'm going to resolve everything, but I believe that my answers, or the answers which God represents through me, would be helping you. So if it is helping you, please make use of this. I hope it will, because I feel that it's all Divine's plan and it's all Divine's work. I thank each and everyone who has been watching this episode, and I still feel happy if you get benefited out of this program, and I'll be much more happy, okay, if you are implementing the principles what I'm saying and making some changes in your life. Okay, so all the best. Let's get into our questions. So we will start with the first one and take one by one forward. So the first one is with Pyari. Happy birthday in advance, Ra. Indeed, there are a few students in this institute about whose birthday I'll be really waiting. And I'm very happy that tomorrow our institute will be celebrating your birthday. So a few students are like stars in the sky for us. So they'll be shining very brightly and giving happiness for many other people. You're one such student with a lot of commitment, dedication, determination, and knowledge enhancement, interest towards knowledge enhancement. Keep going. See, when you continue this pace almost for another 2-3 years or 3-4 years, you'll really make a wonderful difference in your life. And you will be something, and the world will be talking about you, sure enough. Okay, all the best. Happy birthday in advance. To start with you, what you think you become, how? See, many scientists, many people, many philosophers, many intellectuals had varied arguments on different things. They did not accept the principles told by many scientists. They did not accept the principles told by many philosophers. But with one principle, the whole world, all the scientists, all the philosophers, every intellectual person in the society accepted. They said, yes, That is, you become what you think. Okay, it's very simple. Let me tell you. Whatever the seed you sow in the soil, the same crop sprouts. You can never expect another crop to come out of the soil. The same thing is this. However the soil works, in a similar manner, your mind works. When you put something in the soil, it sprouts and it grows into a plant. In a similar manner, whatever you think with your mind, that is what grows and that is what you do in your life. All your actions, all your communication depends on what you think. Probably you thought that you wanted to ask a question. Okay, so then you thought about it, an idea struck in your mind and you expressed it on paper, and I'm answering your question. If your mind was thinking in a manner that, how can I ask questions? I don't think I can ask questions. It's not possible for me to ask questions. I'm not intelligent enough to create a question. So if your mind was thinking like that, you could not have created this question. If you did not create this question, automatically that is not there in your thought. See, everything that is happening in your life, it's happening because you're thinking about it. If you don't think about it, there is no way, okay, you can create or you need to worry for anything in life. See, all the happy part of life is because of our thinking. All the worry part of our life is because of our thinking. Slowly try to understand, okay, what's happening in our life is an outcome of our thinking. The way we are experiencing different things in life is the outcome of your thinking. See, I'm just expressing some words here, producing some sounds, English sounds, but how you are able to make up the meaning of these words or meaning of these sounds? Because your mind is able to think. However your mind thinks, that is how your experience is. Probably some people maybe think positive about this answer. Sir is giving a wonderful answer. So this is perfect to the situation. Probably their experience will be relevant to it. Someone will be thinking that this is absurd. This is no way connected with that. So my answer doesn't make sense for them. So experience of life or life is nothing but the experience what you obtain out of it. So the experience of life totally depends on how you think. Okay, so you're becoming something means you're thinking about it. Probably I felt that I wanted to be a good trainer. I felt that I wanted to be a problem solver. So whatever I thought in the initial days, however I wanted to see myself, I'm seeing that person today. So slowly I molded my character. I molded my quality of life. I molded my communication. I molded my behavior. I molded myself into this person what I am right now today just because of thinking. So why many other people are not becoming like me, or why I am not becoming like many other people? It is just because they are not thinking the way I am thinking. I am not thinking the way they are thinking. So it's not an instant process. See, for example, I'll tell you, probably when you plant a seed, you'll immediately not get a crop out of it. Probably even if you get that, it'll be a short crop, probably, which gives yield in 2-3 months. That's all, one time yield. But molding a personality, building a character, creating an identity for himself takes years of life. So when you keep thinking about the kind of person you want to be, when you keep thinking about the kind of person you really want to become, definitely you're going to become that in future. Probably it may take 10-20 years for you to mold yourself into a personality you really want to exhibit. But that 10-20 years, if you have a positive attitude, if you start thinking that you are going to become such a personality, I'm sure you'll become that personality. So probably I started a serious grade somewhere around 10 years back. Okay, if I started 20 years back, I could have been something wonderful by today. But sure enough, I'm something today. I don't know how the world recognizes me, but I can experience the peace, I can experience the happiness, and I can feel the celebration within myself. I can be calm, I can be in balance for much of the time. What can be a bigger gift? What can be a better thing than this? I can handle my ego, I can handle my arrogance, I can handle my jealousy, I can handle my selfishness, or I can handle all my negative emotions. So when we are in a position to handle our negative emotions, we are in balance. When we are in balance, we are in peace, we are in happiness. And that is the greatest part of my life. And I'm not 100%, but definitely I can say that I'm something more than, at least let me say, 51%. So for me, it's a success. And that success came to me because I thought of becoming a person what I really wanted to become. All the people who created their lives, they created their lives because they thought of becoming people like that, and they became that. I hope you are understanding. Okay, so what you think, that is what you become. So learn to think greatly. And that is the reason why all the philosophers, scientists, and all the intellectual people accepted this principle. And they shouted to the world that we must control our thinking. The one who do not control their thinking automatically have to suffer a lot, and they cannot use their time for benefiting themselves. So we must control our thinking, because we become what you think. So learn to think greatly, okay? When you learn to think greatly, you will mold yourself as a greater person. Andrew Carnegie, when he was around 40 years of age, and I think, okay, he decided to create one of the world's largest steel manufacturing company. So he realized that in order to create that largest steel manufacturing company, first he has to develop himself. First he has to focus on self-motivation. So he has to improve himself, that is self-improvement. So he decided to spend 20 years of his life on self-improvement. And after 20 years of improvement, he created something miraculous in his life. Okay, so definitely if you think in a manner you really want to see yourself as you're going to experience it. That's how all the people in their life created what they really wanted to create. I hope you understood, Pyari. Thank you so much for a wonderful question, and wishing you a very happy birthday in advance. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Have the best time, okay? Thank you for your question. Then, let's get started with Vengamamba Devi. Life is beautiful. Make it colorful. How do we make it colorful? First, believe that life is beautiful and life is colorful. So when you believe, everything that is happening in front of you appears as a miracle. See, right now, you ask me this question. You're sitting at a different place. You have a different instrument with you, and you're able to experience what I'm talking to you. So you got a question, and that question got connected to this paper, and it reached me, and there is someone who's in a position to answer you. And your mind is able to think, and your mind is able to create a question. So all these things are definitely miracles. If you just can sit and observe, okay, then you will experience that life is indeed a beautiful journey. See, you've got an opportunity to experience life as a human being. What if you were given the life of a snail, an earthworm, an ant, sorry to say, a dog, a rat, a mosquito, something else other than a human being? How would the experience of life be? Think. See, God has created a wonderful body for you, but He gave your mind into your control. He just left the mind in your hands, saying that you can have any kind of experience that you want to in any kind of situation. In any kind of situation, whatever may be the circumstance you are experiencing, whatever may be the situation you are getting exposed to, if you have rightness in your thinking, then automatically you can make your life a wonderful journey. Only thing is, you have to just get your thinking into your control. So because all the noise that the mind can do to you, all the disturbance that the mind can create to you, it's all just because of one particular thing, because people don't focus on handling their mind. So just handle your mind. Then you will experience peace within you. You will experience calmness within you. When everything is calm within you, when everything is, if you just get up at night, probably around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, let it be 2 o'clock, okay. And if you just come outside, probably go onto the terrace, don't have any kind of negative thought that a devil is going to come, that, this and all. No. Just come up, okay. Just experience the cool air that is reaching you. Look at the stars. Look at the moon. Okay. Probably the calmness what you experience at that particular time will be awesome. And if your life is going to be like that, it's fantastic. In certain situations, okay, you are excited, you are very happy. But in certain situations, you're not excited, you're not very happy. See, all the difference is situations keep coming into your life. See, as Benjamin Franklin said that, okay, if circumstances are not happening the way you really want them to happen, so you're not supposed to sit and cry, but you have to create the circumstances that you want. And that is greatness. And you can create that circumstances by just exhibiting a wonderful outcome in thinking. So in order to make life beautiful, don't work in the external world. Work with yourself. Monitor yourself. Observe yourself. Just check, okay. See, the instrument what you are using in your hand is the creation of a human mind. Just imagine if there is someone 100 years back who could just hold a simple instrument in his hand and speak with somebody who is 5,000 or 10,000 kilometers away from him. So you would consider him as God, and you would definitely say that that's a miracle. How could he speak with a person who is 5,000 kilometers away from him, that too with a small instrument? But that instrument is there with you. You're able to experience it. And that was the creation of a human mind. See, you're able to see everything in this world, and if you don't like to see that, you just need to close your eyes. So once you close your eyes, the world vanishes. Imagine getting into a sleep wherein your mind stops thinking. The greatest faculty of your mind is thinking, and it stops thinking and allows you to experience peace for almost pretty long time. And that time is used for extracting energy from the universe and healing the body totally. Is it not wonderful? Probably you must have eaten something in the afternoon that is converting into you. You have listened something, you have learned something that is converting into you. So everything you are listening, everything you are seeing, everything you are eating is becoming Devi. Is it not a colorful procedure? So looking at the rainbow, just imagine, okay, what is the possibility of creating it? We will say a scientific principle, but see, if you start observing anything for that reason, okay, human beings breathe oxygen for survival, and plants release that oxygen. And what they do, we release our carbon dioxide as a waste product, but plants absorb this carbon dioxide and prepare food substance for enhancing their lives. So they grow with that carbon dioxide. How interesting life is. See, a plant grows and a seed is born out of it, and that seed can give birth to the other things. So when you look at a plant, okay, a small seed can create millions of forests. How can they create millions of forests? Because the soil gets converted into a plant, soil gets converted into a tree, soil gets converted into a leaf, flower, everything. And one thing you need to understand, that the transformation process, the greatness, every great thing if you are experiencing, that's a wonderful thing. So if you can declare to the world one simple incident, that for this reason life is not colorful, for this reason life is not beautiful. And if you can tell to the world that this is the reason why life is not colorful, this is the reason why life is not beautiful, then we can go with it. But accept this. I think that, okay, there is nothing like that, okay. There is nothing like that. Switch. There is nothing which says that, okay, life is not colorful, life is not beautiful. Check once. One incident can you show that, okay, this is because of this, life is not beautiful. Because of this, life is not colorful. So you're able to maintain relations, friendships, you're able to eat different things, experience different things. You're able to experience the creation of these human beings. You're able to experience the creation of God. You're able to experience everything in this life. And experiencing all these things, okay, is itself saying that life is colorful. So life is colorful does not mean that it is going to have a mixture of all colors. And surprising thing is, when you look at white, okay, you only see white. It doesn't mean that white is having only white color. The truth behind this, white is a combination of all basic colors. When you mix all the basic colors, white comes up. But your eyes may not be in a position to see all the colors mixture in that. But it is a mixture of all the colors. And that is the reason why, okay, it can take any color on it. If you paint red, it becomes red. If you paint black, it becomes black. If you paint yellow, it becomes yellow. If you paint blue, it becomes blue. But paint, if there is blue color, you try to paint some other color on it, it gives different color. So just because, see, one thing I'll tell you, it's like when you look at milk, so milk is white. When you look at milk, probably when you look at only milk, okay, you will never come to know that there is a possibility in the milk to convert itself into curd. There is something called as lactobacillus which can convert this milk into curd. Just imagine. And when you churn that curd, okay, you get butter. And when you heat that butter, you will get ghee. Probably ghee, butter, curd. These are all not seen in milk. But when you undergo a procedure, when you take it to undergo through a procedure, then automatically you can experience that. Exactly in that manner, when you start exploring life, when you start experiencing life, when you start knowing more and more about yourself, when you start understanding how this physical body is really working, how it is getting connected with the universe and operating everything wonderfully, then you will feel that every second of your life is a colorful experience. It all just needs a bit of intellectual mind which gives you a clarity about what is the truth that lies within you. Explore, you will experience it. Okay, thanks for your question, Devi. Next, Vasavi. Hi Vasavi, good evening. Hope everything is going great with you. Can we conquer any challenge with a smile in life? Whether you conquer or not, okay, but there is no way, okay, you can do something without a smile, right? See, one thing, try to understand this. Conquer here is like overcoming a challenge or creating something what you want to create. There may be certain things which you try a lot but you cannot create. There may be certain challenges which you try a lot but you may not overcome. Let us consider the negative side of it. But when you take it on the negative side, when you take it on the worry front, okay, what exactly happens? Your field turns negative. When your field turns negative, automatically your mind realizes that you want worry. So it starts thinking negative things and it will put all the negative memory in front of you, and that negative thinking drives negative emotions, and that negative emotions attract negative circumstances create a negative future. So what you conquer or what you create is not important, but the process of conquering and the process of creating, it must be with a smile. See, I may not make this session a very successful session. I may not succeed in answering all the questions of the students wonderfully. But what is the use of doing that with a worry in my mind? There are certain things which I have to accept in my life. Definitely life will not be a journey of my choice. If everything is happening according to my choice, I don't feel interested at all in life. When something is not happening according to my choice, then I use myself, then I use my potentials, then I use my capabilities, I use my thinking, I use my energies in order to create what I want. See, if everything is happening the way I want in life, okay, do I use my things? So it's not the creation, what you are creating, that makes you happy, but discovering how you could create that. Try to understand this. It's not the creation or it's not the achievement that you are achieving that makes you happy. So it is you discovering your capabilities of creating it. It is you discovering your capabilities of achieving what you really want to achieve. See, when you could speak in English, okay, it's not speaking English that is making you wonderful, but your ability to develop that ability to speak English. Your capability to develop an ability to speak English. So exploring yourself, knowing your strengths, knowing your capabilities, knowing your possibilities, you really celebrate in life. And when can you know it? When things are not working the way you want them to work. When do you explore? When things are not going the way you want them to go. When do you realize the truths? When do you realize your potentials? When things are not going the way you want to go. So don't worry about conquering or creating what you really want to conquer and create, but do it with a smile. So when you do it with a smile, okay, you will not attract all unnecessary circumstances into your life. When you do not attract all the unnecessary circumstances into your life, you are in balance. So it becomes easy for you to do it. So it's like, I'll tell you, we just get up in the morning and clean the floor. So while cleaning the floor, we just want to clean the dirt that is there in the house. Is there anyone on this earth, okay, who gets outside, collects all the dirt that is there on the road, puts some water, a drainage water in bucket, throw it in the house, put all the dirt in the house, and then start cleaning it? Because when I sweep, I need more dirt, okay, I need more uncomfortable. I need all more nasty things. Will anyone do like that? We have to clean up something what we have to clean up. That's it. The same thing is this. When you are not working things with a smile, when you are not working things with a smile on your face, automatically it's like collecting all kinds of unnecessary dirt, throwing into your life and trying to struggle a lot. Probably you have to put 10% of your energy in order to clean it, but you dump all the nonsense into it and your 100% of energy is not enough in order to clean yourself. That's funny, right? So learn to go with a smile. Face every challenge that is going to come into your life. Remember one truth that, okay, you're not permanent on this earth. You are a temporary human being. So your life is not permanent. Nothing on this earth is permanent. Everything that has a birth date has a death date. Everything for that reason, okay. Everything that has a birth date has a death date on this earth. So when nothing is permanent and we have to leave this world someday or the other, okay, whether certain things happen or not, when something is being created or not, it doesn't make any difference. But you must learn to smile, because smile is a symbol of confidence and courage and the belief what you have within yourself that life is going to be wonderful. But if you are not able to smile, it means that you are not happy internally. It shows your doubt, it shows your fear, it shows your negative emotions. Don't cope up with negative emotions. Let the negative emotions, let the negative emotions get suppressed. Let them never be expressed. They get expressed when you miss a smile. And smile is like an eraser. It cleans your mind and puts your mind empty. So when your mind is empty, automatically your thoughts are empty. So when your thoughts are empty, emotions are empty. When your emotions are empty, no negative circumstances in your life, no negative feature in your life, then do what you want to do and have a wonderful experience of life. Want to listen to a song? Listen. You want to dance? Dance. You want to speak with someone you love? Speak with someone you love. If you want to watch something, watch. If you want to run, you run. If you want to sing, you sing. So you do what makes you happy. If you really feel like preparing a cake, prepare a cake. If you feel like eating something wonderful, eat something. If you feel like reading something, read something. But what is that you are going to conquer, without having a smile on your face, trying to do something? It makes no sense. Hope you got it, Vasavi, Thanks a lot for your question. What is the difference between arrogance and confidence? So I hope this question I just narrated in the class. Thank you, Prasanna, anyway, for your question. What is the difference between arrogance and confidence? Let me brief it. It's very simple. See, we create an image about ourselves and we tell to our mind that this is what I am, this is what I am, this is what I am, this is what I am. Wonderful. So your mind automatically responds according to it. Let's say I have 2-3 slaves, one slave working for me. And I told the slave that this is what you have to do. It's mandatory, otherwise I'll kill you. Now the slave started doing it sincerely. Your mind is just a slave for yourself. Whatever the image you create within it, that this is what you are, your mind will respond accordingly. That's wonderful. But whatever you have created in your mind automatically wants that to be proven. But how does the world come to know that, you created such an image in your mind and everyone has to behave according to that image? See, I created something great about myself, that I'm a wonderful speaker. No one can speak like me. I'm such a fabulous speaker that, so nobody can even think like me, express their ideas like me. I'm so good in this, that and all. I created a wonderful image about myself. My mind accepts it. And my mind starts saying that, yes, you are. Then what I expect is, I expect the whole world to get committed with that statement. So if someone says that, your presentation was not good, that creates a disturbance. If someone says that, your answers are not so fabulous, that disturbs me. If someone says that, I think that, anyone can answer the answers, what you are really expressing. And if someone comments me, if someone criticizes me, if someone talks anything negative about me, my mind does not allow me to take it. It creates a lot of havoc. Because I instructed my mind that this is what I am. And the world must say that this is what I am. If the mind is not saying that that is what I am, automatically I trouble myself. How silly it is. This is arrogance. So you create an image about yourself in your mind because of some people flattering you, because of some good incident happening in your life. Then you want the whole world to respect you based on the image what you have created in your mind, which makes no sense. Are you getting it? Then the next part of it is, confidence is something you get, when you start working on certain things. See, for example, I start giving answers for the questions what you are asking. Probably when I do this continuously for 10 times, 100 times or 1000 times, I become a very confident man that I can answer. See, there are most of the times I don't have answers in my mind ready-made, but still the confidence in me says that, okay, you pick up any question you can answer. I hope you're understanding. Confidence develops within you only after experiencing, okay, certain things. So when you start singing a song continuously, automatically you develop confidence within yourself that you can sing that song. Okay, without doing it, you can never develop confidence within you. So you can develop confidence only after doing it. Probably, let me say that, okay, you tried cooking a dish. When you cook that dish for a lot of times, okay, you feel confident. Initially, you will have doubt, can I do this or not? But you will believe that you can do it. Belief is, you don't have an experience of doing it, but still you think that you can create it. That is belief. And if that belief is 100%, where you don't have the slightest doubt of even 1%, then we call it as faith. So I think we have belief that life is going to be wonderful, but confidence comes only when we experience it. You will never develop confidence in speaking English. You will never develop confidence in swimming, okay? You will never develop confidence in riding a bike unless you do it. Okay, but arrogance is something what you created within your mind. Probably I can create a statement within my mind that this fellow is an enemy for me. So once I create an image in my mind that this fellow is an enemy, my mind works to show me that the other person is an enemy. And if the other fellow is not binding to me, that tortures me. I think you can understand that. That is because of arrogance. Okay, don't try to create any false image in your mind. Consider everyone to be equal, everything to be equal. Respect everything on this earth. Then automatically, you will not create that arrogance in your mind. So when you consider at any point of your time, that you are something better than other, I think, okay, that's where arrogance enters in life. Do as much good as you can. But never feel that you're at least something better than the other fellow. In any angle, you may have 1001 features, okay, better than the other fellow, but never feel that, okay, you're better than the other fellow. If you feel that you're something better than the other fellow in any arena of life, okay, that's going to create arrogance within you. Okay, thank you so much, Prasanna, for your question. Fine, let me get into the next thing. Sudhakar, what to do to be happy? Great question, Sudhakar. For the first time, okay, I'm just waiting on for my mind to answer this question. First, understand, okay, being happy is not having anything to worry. That's it. You don't need to do anything in order to be happy. So, happy is a kind of experience. You don't need to do anything for the sun to come up in the morning. You don't need anything for the night to cover its darkness. You don't need to do anything for the stars to shine. You don't need to do anything, okay, for the fruit to get ripened on the tree. They'll happen automatically. You don't need to do anything for a bird to fly. You don't need to do anything for a caterpillar to convert itself into a beautiful butterfly. It automatically happens. So in a similar manner, happiness happens. You will be happy, but your job is to clear all the worries that you are experiencing in your life, because they're all self-made. All the worries, all the disturbances, what you are experiencing in your life, they're all cooked up by you. They're all made up by you. So you are the creator of that. So you need to identify each and every problem that you created, and you have to remove it within yourself. See, as a child, you don't have any kind of worry. So you're happy all the time. But as you grew up in life, okay, you started creating a lot of worries. through discrimination, through comparison, okay, through immaturity, through arrogance, through selfishness, jealousy, hatred, greed, okay, lot of other things. So you are not loving everything that you had to love. With hatred, you brought up a lot of negative emotions within yourself. And now, every time worry is troubling you in life, you start blaming the world, you start blaming the circumstances, you start pointing at someone or something, okay, and say that it's because of him, it's because of them, it's because of this situation, it's because of that, it's because of this, everything is happening in my life. But it all makes sense. It all makes no sense. No sense, Raidu, okay. Sorry, it all makes no sense, Sudhakar. You created the problem, and you need to realize that you created it, and you created in your thinking, so you need to change it, and everything is going to change. See, it's your field. Your mind is your field. You cultivated a wrong crop, and you have to plug it out. You have to plow it, and you have to cultivate the crop you want to crop. But you can't sit and cry over it. There is every chance of you cultivating a wrong crop. There is no problem with this. But don't sit and cry, okay? Try to pluck off that and cultivate the crop what you really want to cultivate. That's it. So first observe, okay, what worries you have. See, the thing is, you will not be having thousands of worries, but you will never try to solve the worry that you are encountering in life. You will not identify what problem is creating that worry. So as you don't work with the problem, so the problem does not get resolved. So the worry keeps coming again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again. One situation can create worry thousands of times. Someone hurts you, so you take it in your mind, and your mind starts recollecting it and trouble you again and again, again and again. You keep troubling yourself thousands of times, but not understand the basic logic that, okay, whatever the other person speaks, they can only speak about themselves. They can never speak about others. Whatever the other person is speaking, he can only speak about himself, because it is his thought. See, different people may have different opinions. Opinions are far different from facts. Okay, when you consider an opinion as a fact, that creates all the trouble within your life. So first what you have to do is, you don't need to do anything to be happy. Happiness is a state when your mind is empty and you have nothing to worry about. Not having any kind of worry is happiness. So now list out all the things that are creating worry for you, and slowly identify that you created them, and take responsibility for that. Realize and accept that you created it. Until and unless you accept that you created, okay, all the worries what you are experiencing in life, you are the creator of it. You will never start changing yourself. So once you start changing yourself and taking off all the things that are worrying you, I think, okay, there will not be anything for you to worry right now. When you don't have anything to worry, I think, okay, you're happy all the time. So if there is some worry which is influencing me, I'll start going into the source of it, okay. What is really creating this worry for me? So I'll try to identify the source, and I'll try to create a solution for that source, so that that worry will not repeat in my life again and again. Hope you understood this, Sudhakar, okay. Thank you so much for a wonderful question. Start acting on your worries. If you're not able to handle any of your worry, you can meet us, because I told you, right? So problem always is below your maturity. Sorry, problem is always above your maturity. So you need to enhance your maturity. So if you cannot enhance your maturity, you cannot solve your problems. So if your maturity is not allowing you to create a solution for your problem, we can help you. All the intellectual people of this world can help you. Pick up someone whom you love and believe and go with them. That's a wonderful thing. Raidu, how to control emotions? Emotions, don't try to control emotions, man. Control your thinking. Okay, when you control your thinking, automatically emotions get handled. See, The heat that comes out of fire is emotion. You cannot control the heat, but you can definitely control the fire. So if there is no wood to burn, automatically there is no heat. There is no fire, there is no heat. So take off the wood. Don't create a fire, then automatically heat will not be there. Hope you understood this. Emotion is like a heat. You cannot stop it. So don't focus on emotions. Okay? So focus on handling your thinking first. Take some good information into your mind. So once you start taking some good information into your mind, never allowing your mind to expose itself into unnecessary things, when your mind is not confused with any kind of negative information, automatically it never exhibits negative emotions. Positive emotions, okay, will be creating a kind of happiness and bliss within you. That's not the problem. Only negative emotions must be the problem. And negative emotions come out of hatred. So if you have nothing to hate on this earth, if you're able to love everything and everyone and everything that's going on in this life, okay, so then automatically you will never experience a negative emotion within your life. So the thing is, don't focus on controlling your emotions, because emotions erupt in less than a second's time. So it's not possible for your conscious mind to think over it and create a solution for it. So only thing you can do is disconnect the source. Don't take negative information. Okay, take positive information. Put yourself into a positive arena. Put yourself into a positive zone. Then you can create something wonderful with it. Okay. Thank you so much, Raidu, for your question. So there is another question from Pyari. How can we live with opposing people? See, I think, Pyari, I've just seen a quotation in your DP given by Abdul Kalam. So you have that on your DP, but if you can read it again, okay, you'll find a solution for that. I think, I don't know the exact lines of it, okay, but I can tell you this. So when someone doesn't like you, when some friends say no for you, okay, then automatically say thank you for him, because he created an opportunity for you to look for someone else. If someone is not ready to accept you as a friend, okay, then look for someone else, explore someone else. This world is too big. See, one thing I'll tell you, if everyone is accepting you, if everyone is appreciating you, if everyone is praising you, then there is some problem with you. You're not leading the life as you want to live. You're leading the life as people expect you to live. So don't expect everyone to like you. Don't expect everyone to love you. Don't expect everyone to accept you. And if at all, if you are accepting, then I'm sure, okay, you create a nonsense out of your life. So let the people who oppose you. Don't bother about the people who say no for you. So relate with people who say yes for you and build that relation. See, what is the use of worrying about what you don't have other than losing what you have? I repeat this. What is the use of worrying about what you don't have? When you start worrying for what you don't have, you lose what you have. So automatically never worry for what you don't have. So you focus on constructing what you have. So as Sam Burns said, okay, there is no problem if you are not able to do something which you cannot do. But there is every problem if you are not doing something what you can do. So there is no problem if you are not able to overcome your weakness, but there is every problem if you are not able to use your strengths. If you don't do what you can do, okay, then all the problem comes in. So don't worry or don't struggle, okay, when people are opposing you or when people are not liking you. And don't take so much of time, okay. Don't give so much of time for this world, for unnecessary things. That's not needed. All you have to focus for is only one thing, okay. So you just focus on enhancing yourself, developing yourself, promoting yourself, improving yourself. When you start changing yourself, developing yourself and improving yourself, everything falls in place. You came here to lead your life, to build your life and lead your life. So in the process of your journey, someone may come, someone may not come, someone may like you, someone may oppose you. It doesn't matter. See, what matters is, do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do you make friendship with yourself? If you are not opposing yourself, okay, then life is a wonderful journey. Are you opposing yourself? This is what you have to check. I hope you understood this, Barry. Yeah, Lakshmi Prasanna, what is the difference between these two sentences? Okay, when we do something consistently, we become excellent in this. And if we do not, if we do what we were doing, we will be getting what we were getting. See, first let me come up with the second sentence. So if we keep doing what we are doing, we keep getting what we are getting. If we keep doing what we are doing, we keep getting what we are getting. So here, what it means is, every time you do an activity, there is something like a progress in that activity. Every time you do an activity, there is something like a better awareness in that activity. See, when we don't analyze what we are exactly doing, we will not see the progress what we are bringing. So when you keep doing something, see, probably I started doing this question answer sessions a pretty long time back. So as I started doing this, I started analyzing things. So is there anything what I can answer better? Is there anything which I can address in a better manner? So you have to put your analysis and discover your flaws and overcome it. But most of the people, what they do is, they don't try to analyze what's really happening. As they don't analyze, okay, they keep doing the same things. So this is more suitable for negative things. See, for example, you're not trying what you are weak in. You don't want to overcome your problems. You're in a state of worry. See, let's consider the best example of spoken English candidates. We can speak English only when we speak English. Without speaking English, we can never think of developing our communication. All the people who come for developing their communications know this, that they can only speak English if they speak English. But they don't try to speak English. Without trying to speak English, they want to improve their situation. See, if you want to make a lot of money, okay, you have to work on doing something different. If you keep doing the same thing what you are doing right now, but if you have a different thought that you want to make a lot of money, it never comes. So what you have to do, you have to do something, okay, which will really give you money. Probably a skill that you develop can give you money. So you have to develop that skill. So not developing a skill, not improving yourself, not molding yourself, not changing yourself, if you expect some change to happen in your life, that does not happen. So probably you want to be peaceful. So if you want to be peaceful, if you keep doing what you are doing, suppose if you keep hating, okay, someone, if you keep developing jealousy or greed or something, some negative emotion within yourself, how can you expect yourself to get results? Positive consistency produce positive results. Negative consistency produce negative results. Say a fellow who sleeps every day up to 10 o'clock, if he is consistent about it, okay, then what is going to get? A fellow gets up in the morning at 4 o'clock. That's a good habit what he is doing, okay. So positive habits will drive positive results. See, and people ask you to be consistent about good things. See here, the next statement, okay, if we do what we are doing, we keep getting what we are getting, means that you're exposed to negative contents. So when you're going with negative contents, okay, if you're trying to do all the negative content in your life, automatically that is not going to give you any better results. Okay, it's not about positive content. To simple it, to crux it, it's something like this. You can be consistent in telling lies. You can be consistent in cheating others. You can be consistent in breaking your honesty. You can be consistent in breaking your promises. but what benefit you are going to get out of that? Every principle works only when you do it for the right thing. So what you have to do is you have to be consistent about the good things first of all. When you're consistent about the good thing, you automatically produce good results. And the second part of the question what you asked, okay, when you keep doing what you are doing, we keep getting what we are getting. So when we keep doing the negative things what we are doing, we keep getting the same negative things what we are getting. But when we keep doing positive things, okay, add analysis to it. Even when you keep doing negative things, if you can add analysis to it, okay, what's really that, what, if I do, what is that is going to come out of this? What will be the resultant out of it? So if it's a good thing, go for it. If it's not a good thing, then you have to think about it. Okay, so when you keep doing wrong things, you keep getting wrong results only. So add analysis for both the things, right thing or wrong thing, whatever it is, add analysis to it and make the necessary modifications. Then you can create something wonderful about it. How to become a best trainer? Sai Prasad Garu, thank you so much for your question. I hope you know the difference between a trainer and a teacher. So trainer is someone who develops a skill, probably one who teaches someone football or cricket or swimming, so or spoken English, he's a trainer. But the fellow who teaches a subject, okay, develops subject content in others, okay, is a teacher. Okay, so let's take both the things, okay. How can we become the best trainer? So not to become the best trainer, okay, first we must become wonderful about what we are teaching. See, without we doing it, we are not supposed to tell anything for others. So trainer or any great person on this earth, okay, is a wonderful leader. A wonderful leader is someone, okay, who first implements what he tells. So without doing what he is saying, okay, if you are trying to tell it to the world, okay, the world will not receive. 1. 2. So we need to love the students, okay. However the students are, whatever may be their immaturity, okay, whatever may be their expression, but still we have to love them. We have to love them in any kind of circumstance. It may be difficult, it may be challenging sometimes, okay, but still we have to love them. Okay, when we can love students in every kind of circumstance, okay, then we are a wonderful teacher. And third thing can be like, we have to go down to the level of the students and deliver the content. Most of the times, okay, we try to vomit all that we have in our mind, and there is no use of that, okay. We have to go down to the level of the student and deliver the content in a manner, okay, which the student understands. So because if the content is not understood, okay, automatically it is not communicated. So go down to the level of the student and try to express it. And we must be one focused. So we should always focus on updating our knowledge, and we should focus on delivering it to the students. So we should think about that continuously. We have to keep making changes within ourselves. We have to focus on self-improvement, and we should leave with one purpose that, okay, that's going to change the lives of students. Updating ourselves, delivering the content. See, a trainer or a teacher is or must be the most respectable person on this earth, because he helps a child to mold himself. So molding himself is not molding his life, but molding himself is molding his hundreds of generations. If one right person is there in a generation, okay, that genes get carried in them on hundreds of generations gets better. See, the culture what we are living in, it's not created, okay, in this generation. It's already created 100 years before we are born. So in a similar manner, okay, when we can create a student, automatically next 100 years, after 100 years, okay, he may see some people who can automatically experience a wonderful life. So we need to respect our profession, okay. When we respect our profession, automatically we love it. When we love it, we love the students. So we should be one focused. So we should simplify the content. There is a difference between an educationalist and a communicator. We have to be a communicator. Educationalist indeed complicates the content. He adds a lot of definitions, a lot of things into it. But a communicator simplifies the content and puts it in a very simple manner so that the other person understands. We have to go down to the level of a student and tell it, okay. And beyond all this, okay, we should love the students so much. Then automatically we can do it. We have to understand the problem of a student and create greatness about it. So thank you so much all of you for your wonderful questions. So I'm trying to improve myself, okay, so that I can really give you some wonderful solutions which can really help you to lead your life better. So let's all together, okay, improve ourselves and make this world a happier place to live in. Thank you one and all for all your support. Okay, thanks a lot.